Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you're new and hook your boy up with a like if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Conor McGregor has came out and said that he's really interested in this UFC 216 interim title fight between Tony Ferguson and Kevin Lee, because a lot of people have been asking, the question he gets asked the most is he ever going to defend a belt and legitimize the title? And as I said, if Conor McGregor ever defends a belt, there will be nothing left the haters can say. They'll literally just have to shut the fuck up, because all they now first it was, oh, he didn't fight a wrestler. Then it was, oh, he's not gonna beat Eddie Alvarez, whatever the fuck. Then, oh, he's not gonna get, Conor McGregor has shut up half the fucking world. I mean, he shut me up. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. In the very, very beginning, I was like, oh man, he hadn't fought no wrestlers. Then he fought Chad Mendez, knocked out Chad Mendez. I'm like, oh, it was 2 weeks notice. Then it was Eddie Alvarez. I was like, all right, here we go. Motherfucking Eddie Alvarez got knocked out. So after that, man, you at some point of doubting Conor McGregor, you really gotta stop. But there's some people that are still going, oh, he's never defended a belt. He's making a joke of the sport. If he defends a belt, what the fuck are you gonna say next? What are you gonna say next? So that's that right there appeals Conor McGregor. He's like, okay, that's all I gotta do to shut everybody up. I might do that, especially if Nate Diaz starts pricing himself out of the game. Nate Diaz said something about $20 million in the past for his Conor McGregor trilogy fight. Maybe with pay-per-view buys, but not $20 million to show up. What? I hope he ain't saying that. The UFC has a fucking reputation to uphold and a fucking business to run. If they pay Nate Diaz $20 million, even if it's 10 to win and 10 to show up, even if it's just 10 to win and 10 to show up, you know what other fighters, champions even, are gonna say? Like, what? People like, who was it? One of the champions recently come out and said they haven't had $1 million paycheck. I think it was Demetrius Johnson. So you're gonna tell Demetrius Johnson you can't get $1 million and Nate Diaz can get 10 and possibly 20? Come on. I know Nate Diaz knows his worth. Well, I mean, I know he knows he's worth more than he was getting paid in the past. But you can't price yourself out of the game here. Because what if Conor McGregor could defend, and he could fight see, this is the thing I think Conor McGregor should do and would be the best. It would shut everybody up, and because the Nate Diaz trilogy fight's gonna be there. But if Conor McGregor fights, this is what he should do, because if he chooses to fight Nate Diaz before Kevin Lee or Tony Ferguson, he might have to vacate the title, because you can't have an interim champion and, unless they're injured, defend the real title versus someone that's not the interim champion. So, to me, the best thing to do would be Conor McGregor fight the winner of Tony Ferguson or Kevin Lee, because win or lose, he can fight Nate Diaz. And if he wins, it makes the Nate Diaz fight that much bigger, because Conor McGregor has now defended a belt. Now Conor McGregor shut everybody up, and it's Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz. You're still going to have a couple DDRs, that think Nate Diaz is going to beat Conor McGregor at 155 pounds. But if he defends his belt before that fight, there's no fucking way. And he gets to keep the title. Nate Diaz would get to fight. That would be a big fucking trilogy fight for the title, and it could still happen St. Patty's Day. If Conor McGregor fought the winner of Tony Ferguson and Kevin Lee in December, which John Kavanaugh said there's no way Conor's fighting in December, which sucks, then he could still fight Nate Diaz trilogy fight for the title on St. Patty's Day. But John Kavanaugh, Conor McGregor's coach, said there's no way Conor McGregor's fighting in December, which fucking sucks. But that to me, that would be the best case scenario. Conor McGregor defend the belt and then fight Nate Diaz. But he said Nate Diaz has the possibility of being the next fight if he doesn't price himself out the game. But he's got to know Nate Diaz isn't going to take peanuts. Even if you're not going to give Nate Diaz $20 million, you're probably going to have to give him $5 million. What did he get, like $2 or $3 million for his last one? You're going to have to give him a raise. And since he knows this is the last one, shit, might have to give him like $7 million. Damn. Fuck. it's damn, man. I don't know what the UFC's gonna, but they're probably gonna have to give it to him like on the back end. You can't just give him $7 million to show. That's for goddamn sure. You're gonna have to give him like, you know, they're gonna have to like give him like a higher percent of the pay-per-view shares for his very last Conor McGregor fight type shit, because you can't just have your champions making, you know, less than $1 million, and then Nate Diaz coming through making almost $10 million for one fight. Even if it is the Conor McGregor fight, man, that's insane. It's really insane. I mean, $5 million is probably what it's worth, but Nate Diaz, knowing he has some leverage, is probably gonna try and up that $5 million. And I mean, other fighters, they really can't say too much because Conor McGregor has went and fought Floyd Mayweather. But I mean, that's gonna, if Nate Diaz can say, oh, you know, that this fucking interim title holder could do the same thing. Oh, I know Conor McGregor to legitimize his title, so I'm holding out for $3 million. I mean, that's fucking corny. That's pricing itself out the game. So I don't know. I think even though Nate Diaz knows he has the leverage because everybody wants to see that fight, and without him signing on to it, you know, we're not gonna get it. I hope he doesn't price himself out the game, because Conor McGregor could easily just defend the title versus Kevin Lee, Tony Ferguson, and then move on and fight Khabib, and then he could fight Paulie McNoodles, or he could fight Floyd Mayweather, or he could fight Canelo. Some people laugh at that, man, because we were talking about that. I don't know. What do you guys think would happen between Conor and Canelo? I don't know. I think Conor would do better than you guys think. But Conor's got options. So Nate Diaz, yes, we do want to see the fight. The trilogy has to happen, and maybe that's where Conor makes the mistake, because he does say the fight has to happen. Saying the fight has to happen makes Nate Diaz say, oh, if it has to happen, well, then I'm going to hold out until you're ready. I don't care if I'm your last fight. I'll wait until you want to give me this fucking $10 million I want, or $20 million. $20 million's insane. Maybe he's saying 10 to win, 10 to show, 10 to win, but that's insane. I mean, either way, the UFC, they got to get this figured out, because it is a fight that has to happen according to Conor McGregor. But hopefully Tony Ferguson or Kevin Lee get the opportunity first. That's honestly what I want to see first. I think that makes the most sense, because I want to see Conor McGregor keep the title. And I want to see him defend the title. That'd be dope, just to shut the rest of the world up. I mean, what else could anybody say after Conor McGregor defends the title? What could Super Cash, what could he say after Conor defends the title? Where my fucking haters at? MMA for the Heartland, Pablo Platinum Escobar. I see y'all over there. Motherfucking, hey, I'm not responding to him. He's made 2 videos, and the last one he actually put my name in. Motherfucker, say my name 3 times like Beetlejuice. No, I'm just playing. I don't even know if I'm. Put a call on deck, man. It is what it is. Let the haters know what the fuck you tell me in the comments. I'm out.